Hey there, everybody. Let me explain very carefully because some people are misconstruing what I'm saying. Everybody, I think we do something for somebody every day, whether we give a lift to somewhere or we may give them some food or we may give them that's all in good. That's not what I'm talking about at all. Okay. There are people I help out every day that I don't expect nothing back. And that's never been a thing I've been ever talking about. Something we all do, I'm hoping we all do, or we all have in common, uh, is help people along the way randomly, not expecting anything. But when you're trying to get a big program started, a national program started, that's a worlds of difference, worlds of difference. This Veterans Creative Arts program I want started, I don't care if I ever see a dime out of it or not. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm hoping that other states, other veterans, and other counties, other states can have a similar idea. So this is not an idea that I'm gonna say I'm gonna get put trademarked on and never get paid for. It's not anything about money ever at all. It's the biggest thing about this program I'm starting. No matter where you are at, okay, you can start one, or we can work together. And if you're a veteran in any type of creative arts, I don't care what it is you do. If you do underwater basket weaving, if you dance, if you write poetry, if you play songs, start something there and teach another veteran. That's all. And so it's not about me. It's about getting a program to where we as veterans can bond together no matter where we're at and teach one another how to play music, teach one another how to draw, teach one another for free. Now, I guarantee you, if we did that, if we could do that, if we could say, I got your six and mean it. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not therapy. I can't say it's got anything to do with the VA. I can't say it's anything that's going to be, I can't say that because I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. But it helps me a lot to battle the anxiety that I have. I have a lot of anxiety. And that's my biggest disability is my anxiety. So I do get frustrated quite a bit when I see something that can benefit so many people and I get turned down. I'm not asking for money on it. I'm not even asking for recognition. In fact, like I said before, one of my videos, I done a flag, and then I had 2016, I had everybody sign it. And I figured, well, if I had anybody sign it, I scan it and put it on my server, let everybody have a copy of it. They can print it themselves, won't cost them nothing. 2018, they had the flags there. They gave everybody a flag. But if you give everybody a flag and then just or whatever it is to sign, then you got to chase 120 some people down. But they had one there. As soon as everybody sign, whatever it is, whatever they want to sign, whatever it is. Hey, we want just a sheet of paper and everybody's signature on it, whatever it is. And we're scanning that, everybody have it. It's a lot easier doing it that way. I've got a lot more ideas for National Veterans Creative Arts. Well, thank you, Johnny. Thank you. Just now reading. I got a lot of things. And I'm going to say this out loud. I'm going to say this right now and put it on my feed. So if it ever comes to play, I can say I came up with the idea. Like that flag. People didn't know I did that. They came up with one in 2018, and I showed that they took my idea. And it's not worried about it. I'm not worried about getting recognition. I really am not. But no matter what you do in life, if somebody helps you, I'm old school. I'm old school. Somebody helps me, I'm going to say thank you. And I'm going to tell the world, hey, this person stopped for a few moments and helped me. I'm going to give you the recognition for helping me. That's all I'm about. But I was raised that way. Okay, here's some other things. And this is what I want the Veticon to do. It's very, very, very simple. Let's just say I got another veteran in Texas. Okay. And he wants to start a program there. Well, eventually, I'm hoping we can interlock our states together. But we don't have to right now. We're just getting started, getting on the ground floor. So each state, each county, whatever you want to look at, each district, we get one started in, let's just say Texas, okay? We get one guy started in Texas. Ain't got nothing to do with me as far as that goes. He ain't got to pay me no money. He ain't got to do nothing to me. He gets one program started in Texas. Hey, Bill, we got a Veticon coming down here. We got a place here in Texas where it's all veterans. That's all I want. That's all I want to ever see is this program lifted. And I probably won't live long enough to actually see it, but that's okay. I could say at least one thing in my life that I got something started. This is a lot bigger than just helping some person on the street somewhere, your neighbor. This is a big nationwide thing. One, always help another veteran out, no matter what it is. If it's in music, if it's art, if it's in something creative, arts, okay? Teach them for free. You build a camaraderie, you build a friend with that person. You're learning together. And then after you take that step, We'll go get them started into arts and crafts where they can take what they're making and sell it. That's going to do two things. It's going to help them feel good about themselves because they're making a product that people want to buy, and they're putting money in their pocket. They're getting out from their house. They're battling their anxiety and depression by getting out and doing something. The National Veterans Creative Arts, and I've always said this, I don't care who listens. I don't care if it gets shared with Amy Kimmler. I don't care because I tell you right now, it is one of the best things I've ever been through. And I will share this with the National Veterans Creative Arts Festival because they are a great festival. I never want to put them down, never want to argue with them. She says something to me, I'm going to do it. Okay, Amy Kimmler's great. And the whole program overall is a very splendid thing to get into. If you ever get into it once, you'll know what I'm talking about. This people goes in 12, 15 years. I don't know how they do that. I got to compete to get into it. There's people been in 12, 13, 14, 15 years. Every year they go. I don't know what they do. Let me know the secret. But what I'm trying to do is it's not a competition. It's not a festival where you enter, and if you win, you go. If you don't, you won't. What I'm trying to do is get together something that every veteran can participate in. Now, with the arts and crafts events at your different VSOs place, your VFWs, DAVs, American Legions, AMVETS, Marine Corps League, you can name it, whatever VSO you can think of, they have arts and crafts events there. And sometimes they just do it to help pay for their monthly bills. And they get arts, they get Scentsy and paparazzi and Tupperware and all this bullshit crap that they can sell for $2 or $3. Well, somebody like me that puts all my stuff in by hand, I can't compete with the people's money when you got next to me selling jewelry for $2. So if we have an arts and crafts event, it's a VSOs where they're only allowing veterans booths, then that's the start of the program that I want going. It don't make a difference if I've got a booth there in Texas or California or Alaska. God knows, I can't get in all of them, but some veteran somewhere can. And when they do, they can say, you know what? It's because of Bill's determination to get this thing started. I don't want any recognition. I just want veterans to be seen and heard for what they're capable of doing. Instead of allowing booths to be rented out by cheap hand store garbage crap, let the veterans come in, especially at the VSOs. Come on, really? You know, it's like, for example, let me use this for example. You can take any idea or not. If a Catholic church, and let's use this as religions wise, okay? If a Catholic church is putting on an event, they may want to consider doing all booths done by those who are in the church first. Give the church members a chance first, and then allowing other Catholic people from other churches to get in. Okay, and then open the doors to other people. But whatever you're at, especially if a veteran service organization such as the VFW, DAV, all these, they should focus on the veterans first. Veterans will feel more welcome to come in. They'll have a booth there because they got other people there that are veterans too. I will feel more comfortable knowing that. This is not limited. This is not a competition. If you, anywhere you're at, any veteran, anywhere you're at, whether you're Army, Air Force, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, you can set up something like this in your area. Whether it's talking to your DAV, whether it's talking to your VFW, whatever it is you're talking to, say, hey, let's do an arts and crafts here geared toward veterans. And that's what this program, the VetersCon, is all about. And hoping that every veteran gets a chance to show what they're doing. There's no competition involved. Now, I'm gonna say this with the NVCAF, and I won't ever put them down there. It's a great organization. Wish again I make it next year. Maybe I won't. But I mentioned this before. There are a lot of photographers out there that come into there, and they get their own photographers come in. They share their photographs online months after the program's over. I have been there for 2 years as a finalist, and I've taken literally hundreds of thousands, well, maybe not hundreds of thousands, but thousands and thousands of photographs. And I've usually had them on my iCloud within that very day. But if they could do this is what that's the biggest thing, and I don't care. But if I say this and it happens, you can say where it came from. If I was able to make it this year, I'm not, but if I was, I would take photographs of every, you know how if you've ever been there, you know, they take photographs of every finalist there. You get behind a nice screen and take a picture, and they make it like a photo brochure in a paper that they give you at the end of the program, tell you who, whatever. But they take these pictures. Okay, we want you to take a picture. We want you to sign it. In fact, like say 5 or 7s. Okay, very, very simple. And you sign it. You autograph your own picture. Okay, so they take the picture one day. They come back with proofs the next day. You sign it. You sign your proof. You don't get your proof yet. Okay. Now they take all these 120 pictures. They put it on a big scanner. They put them all together, make a nice collage. At the end of the week, they can have a nice collage with everybody's face and everybody's signature that attended National Veterans Creative Arts 2020, whatever year it might be. Or they could take like say, okay, we have a dress rehearsal the day before the final rehearsal. Everybody's been to National Veterans Creative Arts Festival. You know this. We have dress rehearsal, let's say, for example, on Saturday, the final show was on Sunday. So, okay, Saturday, we all get up on stage, we all dress up behind the nice background, everybody in their nice little suits and ties, whatever it is, take a group picture, get everybody in it, print it up. Sunday, bring that big, make one big print. Everybody sign right where their name, right where your face is at, okay? Just like a group picture in high school. And then Sunday have it, you can either, this will be the simplest way. Once you get everybody's signature on one, scan it off, put it on the internet, put it on iCloud, put it on your Google photo store, whatever it is, where everybody can download it. I don't know his name, but there I do now. I looked on this. Okay. And now, whether or not I ever get recognition for this, I've got some good ideas. I hope to God that there's somebody somewhere will send Amy a message, say, hey, let's do this next year. And if it does happen, great. I can say, you know what? I helped something get started, whether or not I was actually involved or not. I've asked this several times over since 2016. Now, I've said this till I'm blue in the face. Making Blu-ray discs is just as expensive as making a DVD. I know. I burn them here. I can burn Blu-ray discs. I can burn, and I've got a little home unit. I don't have the equipment like these guys does. But these are Walmart cameras. They burn high def MP4s, Blu-ray quality. And if this little camera can do it, and you got to see the cameras, they're pulling out these shows. They're pulling out some professional, big-time cameras. Why can't they make one Blu-ray? Or since they give everybody a DVD, say, look, if you want a DVD, great, we'll send you one. If you want a Blu-ray disc, it costs you $10, $15 more, whatever. I don't care. Okay, just like now. Here's another, for example. 2016. If you were a contestant in 2016 or before that, they gave us a shirt in Jackson, Mississippi. Nice shirt, the National Veterans Creative Arts. Okay. I wanted to buy an extra one. I knew the shirt was going to eventually wear out. Well, no, we don't do that. We want to give one per contestant. And I said, you know, if you had extras here, we would buy them. I would buy 10, 15 of them. What do you think they did 2018? 2018 in Des Moines, Iowa. If you're on my friends list and you were there, you know I'm speaking the truth. They gave you a free jacket, a windbreaker jacket, okay? The National Veterans Creative Arts at Iowa patch, a hole in the heartland, whatever. And you could buy an extras, and if you want them for 50, I think it's $50. Yes! Finally! Thank God. I still want me a blue shirt, though. They could have their own product. Now, here's another thing I'm really trying to talk to a lot of people in charge of this, and they don't listen to me. Every year, the Legion has to come up with money. Every year, the VFW, the VA, the host VA, has to come up with, I think, $25,000 in order to host this, or something like that. I forgot now, 250. I forgot that one. They get donors to help pay for this. Okay. Now, if I'm lying, please somebody tell me, and I don't think I am. They get donors to help pay for this. If they had their own product line, National Veterans Creative Arts shirts, hats, T-shirts, blah, 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 blah. They can sell them. They can make their money so fast to pay for that. I know I would buy cups. I would buy mouse pads. I would buy everything I could think of with National Veterans Creative Arts. But they don't want to do that. They want people to pay for it through donations. I would buy products like crazy because of that. Again, I'm speaking very highly of the program. I'm trying to help them to where they come up with enough funds. They don't need somebody to donate. But man, I don't listen. And that's where, if we look at the creative arts that I'm proposing, where we teach a veteran how to do this, and they have to do the Veticon, okay? Not only if we teach them well enough, they can get into the program, National Veterans Creative Arts, but let's say that, remember, you got a lot of businesses throughout towns. You got all these banks. You got all these different community buildings. Okay, here's something that's going to cost. It's free too. Very free. Let's say you're teaching the veterans how to draw or paint. Then we go to these businesses downtown, and we want to show off their work at say a bank, whatever. You pick a business, I don't care which. Community center, YMCA, you pick a business, I don't care. Well, it ain't gonna cost them nothing to hang it up on their wall. This artwork done by this Vietnam veteran. I've talked to the VA here in the Wyoming, asking about having veterans art. And again, I'm hoping one of them could be mine, but maybe not. Where veterans art could be hanging in a certain wall. We're paying homage and tribute to this Korean War veteran who's whatever. It won't cost a thing. It won't cost a thing. So the programs I'm trying to get started won't cost anything at all. But people don't listen because I'm not asking for money on it. But they will help. They will benefit a lot of other veterans in the arts because you're showing their work in this bank, or you're showing their work off in this YMCA, whatever this business you want to get to. But we get the veterans to actually get out there and do things. Where now again, I don't put the National Veterans Creative Arts Festival down. I really encourage it. But last year there's 5,300 vets that entered. Only 120 got selected. Now there are people who never got selected to go. There are people who enter every year and they don't get a chance to go. It's not what they're looking for. It's not good enough. Well, how do you think a veteran feels when he enters and they're not winning? Let's give them something where they can win. Give them an arts and crafts event where they can make their own money back. They can make some money on this. Let's get these businesses around towns, different areas, to say, hey, let's hang this person's artwork up on the walls. Now, when they go to this, when somebody comes to that bank or whatever, and I just use bank for a bank, you can use anything you want. They can say, I did that piece that's hanging on the wall. That veteran's going to feel more confident about themselves. And that's the program. That's the main push and drive. It's not just about, well, helping out some other random person on the street. We all do that. But it's trying to get this program off the street, off the ground floor, nationally, where other veterans feel like they want to do it where they're at. That's the harder thing to do. So let me help me get this thing going.